Did the primary bumper battle just fall off my Gorham ship?
Hi and welcome to another Ruby Newsday. I'm Ruben.
And I am Kay. We have some Gorham shiny news for you.
So no more running. I aim to misbehave.
It's been over 10 years since the 14 glorious episodes of Firefly created by Joss Whedon, and not a day has gone by, nay, an hour has gone by where Browncoat hasn't been fighting the good fight for something shinier in the verse.
I swear by my pretty floral bonnet, I will end you.
And that's not to say that the fight hasn't gone without a measure of hope. If it wasn't for the fans and the love and support that they have shown over the years, we might not have had Firefly build itself into the verse that it is now.
Shiny. Shiny, huh?
In 2005, 2 years after Fox cancelled the show, Joss Whedon released a feature called Serenity, which didn't do great at the box office, but it did great numbers on DVD and Blu-ray figures instead.
But of course, if you are a fan, then you will no doubt already know this. You will probably also know about the plethora of merchandise from board games, Serenity model ships, video games, not great ones, to the very well received graphic novels.
The Browncoats at the Ruby Tuesday even tried to help the verse grow with our very own trailer amalgamation of the Guardians of the Galaxy meets Firefly, which some fans didn't approve of because it wasn't new episodes or a new film. Sorry. Even now, we are astonishingly still hopeful.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, cat in tight pants.
And before you start tweeting all your Browncoat friends now, that is not what is happening. We are not getting a new TV series or a film, I'm sorry. In the past, Joss has said that he would like to try for more Firefly in the Firefly universe, but so far that hasn't come to fruition.
Not as deceiving as a low-down, dirty deceiver.
What we do have though is 3 new novels which will be canon, and why that's such a big deal is, well, the fans over the years have written many shiny fan fiction stories in the Firefly universe, but none of them have been recognized as canon.
Now what are you gonna do about it?
Nothing.
Titan Books and 20th Century Fox Consumer Products have teamed up to launch a new series of Firefly novels. What's really exciting about this team up is that Joss Whedon himself will be the consulting editor on the new Firefly novels. Part of the reason he hasn't returned before was because he didn't think that any new additions to Firefly's verse could live up to the shiny expectations of the cult following that Firefly has.
My sister's a ship. We had a complicated childhood.
The first novel is set around Captain Malcolm Reynolds, played by Nathan Fillion in this series, being kidnapped by some angry Browncoat veterans. It's titled Firefly, Big Damn Hero. Big Damn Hero, sir! And written by author Nancy Holden. Who, you ask? Well, we had to ask that too. And after some research, we found that she's in fact part of the Wheaton writers' verse already. Nancy has in fact written many Buffy and Angel novels. She's quite familiar with Mr. Whedon's work.
Nice to see someone from the old homestead.
The second novel, written by James Lovegrove, is titled The Magnificent Nine and sees the crew end up on a desert moon after Jane Cobb, Adam Baldwin in the series, gets a distress call from his ex.
Hey, tussle.
The Magnificent Nine is due out in March 2019. Titan Books approached Mr. Lovegrove over a year ago now to write the TV tie-in to Firefly, and we are all pleased to report that last Monday he handed in the first draft copy.
Mr. Lovegrove was under an ironclad embargo until now, which forbade him from speaking about the new Firefly novel. And we are pretty sure that if he broke that embargo, he would have been stabbed with a sword.
He killed me with a sword. How weird is that?
Finally, author Tim LeBon is writing Firefly Generations. The crew discovers an Ark ship that led humanity away from the Earth. That book is set for release in October 2019 and will focus mainly on the character of River Tam. Serenity left us with a lot of unanswered questions, and it sounds as though these books might fill in some of the blanks.
They can't stop the signal now.
We are hoping that these books will chart a course from the TV series to the film, essentially filling in the middle ground with the answers to the questions that we have been asking for years.
Yeah.
So now we begin asking ourselves the inevitable question: if these canon books do well, will Hollywood take an interest and perhaps turn them into a film or films, or are we once again being a leaf on the wind?
I'm a leaf on the wind. Watch how I soar.
What do you think about the 3 new Firefly novels? Will this be a turning point in the Firefly verse to maybe bring a new TV series or a bunch of movies? Let us know in the comments below.
And for all the shiny Firefly news, subscribe to the Ruby Tuesday. Live
Live
long,
long
and
and
Tuesday.
Tuesday.